Hey folks, Reverend Jordan here, coming to you from the pavilion here at West Glenville Reformed Church, bringing you this week's sermon preview to you a day earlier again this week. Next week it should go back to the normally scheduled day, but I figured you wouldn't mind having it a day early, so here we are. Just a quick announcement, a week from this coming Sunday, March the 20th, we'll be having another community meal here at West Glenville Reformed Church following worship. As these meals are, they're open to anyone, and so we use it as an opportunity to invite anyone who needs a good meal to come and be with us for that. So if you know of someone in need who would benefit from an opportunity to have a good meal with some other folks or with their family, then invite them. They don't have to come to church first. They're welcome to as well, though. So if there's anybody you know of that's thinking about, maybe coming to church and checking it out, then March the 20th would be the time to do that. So we invite you to come and bring some friends with you on that day to enjoy worship together here with a meal to follow. It's a great opportunity for community building, to get to know one another and to kind of just relax. If you know a busy family that's always running from one thing to the next, it's an opportunity to slow down and just have some time together in fellowship with a good meal in front of them. Also, we'll always make plenty of food. So if there's someone you know of that maybe they don't want to come or they can't get out, but they're in need of a good meal, then we've got takeout containers ready to go, and you can take some food to anyone in need. And we look forward to that. So that's a week and a half from now, Sunday, March the 20th, and we invite you all to be a part of that. This coming Sunday, we continue the season of Lent, and we'll hear the story of Jesus and the night where he washes the disciples' feet. And we'll hear him as he has his exchange with the disciples around that topic of how he becomes a servant to them and how it kind of mixes up their thinking a little bit. Jesus, is the leader. He's the rabbi. He's the teacher. He's the one for whom they are the disciples, right? If anybody should be washing feet, it should be them washing Jesus's feet, not the other way around. But that at the end of the exchange, Jesus invites them to see this as him setting an example for them of how we are called to live. And so, though we don't really engage too much in feet washing these days, what are other ways that we might be as servants to one another? How might we discern each other's needs and meet them? What does it mean to have a God that is willing to do something like that? To sort of get down on that lower level with us. And what does it mean as we consider who Jesus Christ is in this season of Lent, coming into the world as God and ruler and creator of it, and yet here he is entering into it, born as a human, to die a horrendous death, and spend 3 days in a tomb. Right? As we think on all of those things in the season of Lent, what does this scripture tell us about who our God is, and how we are called to follow our God, and how we are called to serve one another? So that's what we'll look at this Sunday. It's the beginning of chapter 13 in the Gospel of John. If you want to take a look at that, it's the first 17 verses. So you can take a look at the scripture ahead of time if you want to sort of touch base on that. Let's be thinking about that this week as we prepare ourselves for gathering together in worship. You're all invited to come and be with us in person right here at West Glenville Reformed Church. Come on and enjoy a time of worship together at 10 o'clock this Sunday. And if you can't be with us, then join us right here on this YouTube channel. Look forward to worshiping with you however it is that you're able to be with us. May the Lord bless the rest of your week. We'll talk to you soon. God bless.